As a student at U46, I've learned how important post-secondary education is through volunteer work and motivation from my teachers. Whenever I faced any personal problems in my life, I could count on these two things to remind me of the bigger picture, and that bigger picture is college.
When I was in 6th grade, I received a letter in the mail 3 to 4 weeks after testing for the SWAS program for Kimball Middle School that began with the dreaded words, "We regret to inform you." And with that, I felt like my world was circling to an end. But I was not going to let a test score define me. I was going to use it as a learning experience to not give up on my goals. I was determined and motivated to try out for the Gifted and Talented Academy at Elgin High School. And now I can proudly say that I will graduate from the Elgin High Gifted and Talented Academy.
There came a point where I was struggling to find meaning and purpose in the world. School ultimately saved me because I found my purpose through my education, and it's become a significant part of who I am today because of that.
In elementary school, I began to see just how economically different I was. I saw these differences become increasingly evident as I grew up. My parents reminded me of the importance of school and how a good education trumps all the materialistic things that some of my peers value.
I want to become a medical researcher, but without a higher level education, it's just an unreachable dream. To me, college was never a choice. I have always known that one day I would be a college student. To my family, I am hope. I represent all they have ever wanted. I don't want to let my family down, and most importantly, I don't want to let myself down.
I was struggling to understand the materials as a 7th grader, and my organization didn't help the situation. My grades were slipping, and at one point I gave up and lost belief in myself. My family believed that I could succeed, and they pushed me to listen in class, take more thorough notes, and participate.
When I lived in Chicago, we began school in September, so when I moved to U46 in 2nd grade, the students were already a month into the school year, and I had to play catch up. I had to adjust to a new home, a new sister, a new community, and a new school. But that experience opened my eyes to pursue new adventures and opportunities.
Every day in Peru, I would witness a barefoot child roaming the filthy streets in search of food or money. Around dinner time, my mom would advise me to finish all of my food because in many places around the world, kids do not have food. That thought impacted me drastically. All I could picture were the kids. That thought itself ignited my goal to become a pediatrician and help young children in third world countries.
I believe being the first in my family going to college allowed me to set my own expectations for my education. My parents are the most predominant influence in my life. They motivated me through their hard work and sacrifices to take the opportunities they could not. Even without their specific guidance, I was fortunate enough to find the pathway to success.
I'm 18, Black, adopted, and a cancer survivor with a less than normal functioning heart. I live in constant fear that every day will be my last, that I'll relapse, or my heart will fail, or I might just not wake up tomorrow. School was never my safe haven. I was just as afraid of the kids around me as I was of what tomorrow held. I'm proud to say, though, that I found my will to learn through dedicated U46 teachers, and I have found trust in the people that I now get to call my best friends.
Being a first-generation student can be difficult. I was going through new experiences by myself, and I did not have anyone I could look up to or get advice from. Coming from a family where neither of my parents went to high school or college makes me 10 times more motivated to pursue my dream of going to college because I want a better life for them and for myself.
I've worked in the restaurant business since I turned 14. I've made many sacrifices to become proficient at my job while going to school and playing high school hockey. I may not be the brightest student at Elgin High School, but I definitely have the drive and the desire to succeed. Work hard and I play hard. I'm determined to graduate from college.
My parents' sacrifices and struggles are my motivation to pursue post-secondary education. I want to make them proud, but also make myself proud by earning a college degree. I realize that my economic status has never been in my favor, but that will never stop me or oppress me. In fact, that has been the obstacle that has shaped my understanding of why I need to pursue a post-secondary education.
When I first came to the United States, I didn't know how to speak English. And I remember going home crying because all the kids knew how to speak a different language than me. I feel like many people can relate to me because I have felt out of place, and those things can only make us stronger in the end.
I was born with a congenital heart defect, which involved 2 open heart surgeries, and over time I've been able to improve on my schoolwork and an athletic career. I'm now playing baseball at the highest high school level, and I'm going to play in the collegiate level too.
Being the child of 2 parents who did not attend college created some obstacles. I had to research colleges and programs on my own. I did enroll in the AVID program, which shaped my understanding as to why pursuing a secondary education is so important. I became a certified nursing assistant in 11th grade and began working shortly after. The connections I made with others, being a CNA, have been invaluable, and I know I'll become a better physician assistant because of them.
Without a doubt, it was difficult being a kid. I had to witness people targeting my family's broken English, and I wasn't able to stand up for them. But I learned how. During a field trip, a random stranger stood up for my family, and he was just a man minding his own business. And after witnessing that, I told myself, if he could do it, I could do it.
The difference from my sophomore first semester grades and my second semester grades is not only a reflection of changing my ways, but it's a sign of my growing potential and my courage. I decided that I don't want to be another statistic. I don't want to be another adult working just to get by. So I want to thank every donor for making my dream come true. Coming from a Hispanic household, Spanish was my first language. When I entered kindergarten, I didn't know any English, and it was really challenging when about every other kid in the class did. This pushed me to strive to be the best that I can be for my younger siblings and myself.
I will be the first in my family to attend a 4-year university, and that is a huge accomplishment to myself and to my family. Growing up in ranches and barely producing food for themselves, my grandparents did not have the time nor the money to receive a primary education. My goal is to demonstrate that their hard work and sacrifices have paid off.
I learned the importance of learning, to wander and discover the reality of the world. With a college degree, I want to research and discover something about the universe and leave my mark on the world. If I fail, I can know I failed trying. If I crash, I can try again and again and again until I positively impact people, like my former teacher, Aguera, did for me.
I've been working really hard since the moment I arrived to this country. Many people doubted me for ever learning English, but by continuing my education, I'll be able to strengthen my skills and be happy with the level of achievement I hope to gain.
Throughout high school, I have dealt with depression, feeling isolated, and the absence of affection and encouragement. I found that it is crucial to overcome a challenge that conflicts with your daily life. I wanted to grow, and I could say after 2 years, I honestly have. I continue to flourish and learn from my obstacles.
As an African American, I have overcome and faced adversity throughout my school career. I have tackled every obstacle as a lesson to be learned, and as a result, I have grown not only as a student, but as an individual.
When discussing my college and career path aspirations with my parents, they recalled stories from when I was younger, expressing my interest to teach. My interest for teaching at a young age has grown into my passion, and I cannot wait to fulfill my dream.
I am one of 6 children. I got my first job when I was 15 years old and have been working since then. I truly believe that the AVID program has helped me not only through my high school career, but as well as for my future. It has always been like a guardian that has kept me on track and has helped me prepare for my future.
An obstacle that I faced as a student was not being able to speak the English language. Being put in a classroom in which I knew nothing taught me that being exposed to something new and challenging is something that everyone needs in order to grow. The experience of not being able to speak a language that everyone else spoke was my motivation to learn.
I hope to inspire students and children to be the best that they can be and to help them blossom into amazing adults. I want to be someone who can make every child smile and feel like they are living their lives to the fullest. I hope to become a pediatric nurse.
I have a goal to become a teacher and travel the world to teach children from all different backgrounds. I know it's a wild and pretty big dream, but I've wanted to teach since I was 7 years old. Thanks to the scholarship, I know my dream is possible.
Growing up, I have been the voice of my parents, but I have learned to be proud that I can speak 2 languages. By furthering my education, I know I will give back to them because they have sacrificed so much for me.
I'm a student who is on a mission. My mission is to become the first member of my family to complete and graduate from college. With those opportunities and advantages people can enjoy from graduating college, I plan on working hard and earning those opportunities to help my family out.
After I graduate, my goal is to be able to work at U46 and to make a change in students' lives like my teachers did for me. The scholarship will not only help further my education, but will allow me to set the right example for my younger siblings to further their education. Thank you to all the donors. You truly made an impact in our lives.
I've never been above average, and trying to earn money is one of the toughest things to do. The scholarship for me is more than just money for college. It's a door, it's a light in the dark beckoning me over to become someone great. Everyone deserves an education and an opportunity, and I have this opportunity in my hands. I'm not letting go.
I am ambitious.
I am talented.
I am a leader.
I am an athlete.
I am selfless.
I am determined.
I am unapologetically myself.
I am an older sister.
I am hopeful.
I am loyal.
I am grateful.
I am fortunate.
I am passionate.
I am dedicated.
I am goal-oriented.
I am important.
I am changed.
I am confident.
I am a role model.
I am unique.
I am humble.
I am a daughter.
I am a dreamer.
I am appreciative.
I am creative.
I am a believer.
I am resilient.
I am proud. I am bilingual.
I am brave.
I am hardworking.
I am thankful.
I am strong.
I am a first-generation child.
I am a survivor.